If there's one thing HOAs hate more than anything, it's losing control. And nothing makes them lose control faster than when a homeowner finds a way out of their grasp. That's exactly what I did. Only Karen, our power-hungry HOA president, didn't take it well. See, my property actually bordered the neighborhood. When the HOA was formed years ago, the original developer accidentally included my lot in the covenant, even though it technically sat outside their jurisdiction. For years, I paid their ridiculous fees and put up with their nonsense. But after doing some digging with a lawyer, I discovered I wasn't legally bound to the HOA at all. So, I filed the paperwork, severed ties, and sent the board a notice. As of this date, I am no longer a member of the HOA. You'd think I had set their clubhouse on fire. Karen stormed over within an hour, waving her binder of bylaws like it was the Constitution. She screeched, "You can't just leave. We own you." I calmly told her she could check the county records if she didn't believe me. But Karen doesn't deal in facts. She deals in tantrums. A few days later, while I was moving some boxes out of the garage, she showed up with her phone in hand, smug as ever. She said, "That's it. I'm calling the police. You're stealing HOA property." HOA property? Lady, those were my boxes in my garage on my land. But she actually called 911 and told them I was illegally removing community assets. I just smiled and said, "Okay, call them. Let's see how this plays out." 15 minutes later, a patrol car pulls up. Karen straightens her blazer like she's about to win the case of the century. But when the officer steps out, it's my son. My only son, who happens to be a police lieutenant. The look on Karen's face was priceless. She marched up to him, ranting about how I was a rogue resident stealing HOA property, and that he needed to arrest his father immediately. My son raised an eyebrow, turned to me, and asked, "Dad, is this the crazy one you told me about?" Karen froze. Dad," she stammered, like she couldn't process what she'd just heard. That's when my son flipped open his notepad and asked for evidence. Karen shoved her binder of HOA rules at him like it was gospel. He calmly explained, "Ma'am, HOA rules are not laws. This is private property, and you have no jurisdiction here." She didn't take it well. She started screaming about corruption and favoritism, insisting that my son was covering up a crime. Bad move. She raised her voice, pointed her finger in his face, and even shoved him. And just like that, the tables turned. My son sighed, pulled out his cuffs, and said, "Ma'am, you're under arrest for assaulting an officer, trespassing, and filing a false police report." The entire neighborhood had gathered by this point. Phones were out, people were recording. Karen was dragged to the patrol car kicking and screaming, yelling that she would sue the entire police department. My son just shut the door and drove her downtown like it was another day on the job. The fallout was delicious. Karen lost her position as HOA president within a week. The board claimed they had no idea what she was doing, but everyone knew the truth. She ended up with a hefty fine, community service, and a permanent record. As for me, I now live blissfully HOA-free. No more stupid letters about my lawn. No more fines for unapproved paint colors. And when neighbors ask how I pulled it off, I just smile and say, all it took was some paperwork and a very good cop for a son. So yeah, Karen thought she could call the cops to force me back into the HOA. Instead, the cop who showed up was my son, and she left in handcuffs.